Hey guys, this is Addison. How's it going today? Today we are going to make some lettuce wraps. So with our lettuce wraps, we'll need some garlic. We'll also need some ginger. And of course we'll need some lettuce. Now for our filling we can go with turkey, chicken, but today I'm going with beef. So now that we're back home, some ingredients that I had were an onion, some soy sauce, and some hoisin sauce. Make sure you wash your hands. So when we're cutting the onion, we just need to make sure that we're going on with some safe cutting practices. We are peeling the outside couple layers of the onion, cutting it in half lengthwise, that's through the root. And while we do that, let's get some oil on the burner in a pan, medium heat. Clean off our surface and let's get going on the onion. So we'll make kind of diagonal cuts around the outside, kind of circularly, if that makes sense. It's just the best way to get the most uniform dice. So we do that circularly, rotate the onion, and then we're going through just in slices like that, and it makes nice kind of medium dice. And once you get to the root end like I am here, you can just kind of work on it like that. I find it's the best way to maximize the onion. You saw that little nub there. So we throw our onion into the pan. Give it a good mix. And while that's cooking, let's get going on the garlic. So this is super simple. You just take it, you put the flat part of the knife on, and you just smack it. Smack it, and then the peel just releases naturally from it. Take the peel off and give it another smash, and then run your knife through a few times and you'll end up with a pretty solid kind of mince. Give it another stir. Before we put the garlic in, we'll cut the ginger in a similar way. First, peel the ginger. My weapon of choice for this is a spoon. It's good for kind of getting in the nooks and crannies of the ginger. And just like the garlic, give it a smash. And then slice it kind of vertically. And then once you've done that, slice it the other way. And then you'll end up with a decent dice after running your knife through a few times. Alright, so we scoop up the ginger and the garlic all together because we want those to hit the pan at the same time. We don't want to cook the aromatics for too long. Aromatics, that is the ginger and garlic. So we mix that in with the onion, and here now we have a better view of the pan. It's useful to use both hands while you're stirring. You see one's on the pan, one's on the tool. It just helps move things around. So here I added some cashews. That's an extra ingredient. I find this, or what could also be used is, say, like a can of water chestnuts. Anything that would provide any kind of crunch. After adding those cashews, we move on to our lettuce. So this is just a half of that head of lettuce, and we just make sure we run it through the water. Make sure there's no dust, dirt, sand, any of that kind of stuff in there. Set it on a towel and leave that to drip dry while we cook the rest of our stuff. Okay, so into our onion, ginger, garlic, and cashew mixture. Here we add our ground beef or ground meat, whatever choice you have. Let that cook down, mix it pretty frequently to make sure you're not getting any burnt bits, make sure everything's getting cooked all at once. And here is a very excellent little hack. It's something I employ very often when I'm cooking ground meats. You take a paper towel, 1 slice, 2 slice, fold that up, and you can set that in a little channel that you've made in the pan with your ground beef. Set that paper towel in there and push it down with the spoon. And that paper towel will absorb the fat that's in the pan. I know lots of people will try to pour it out or will put everything through a strainer. I find those are kind of inefficient, a little bit clunky, and end up being more trouble than anybody wants to deal with. So this is a good way to get a pretty solid amount of that excess fat out of the pan. Now give that a good mix after you've removed the fat. And here we're adding some soy sauce. About 2 tablespoons for this amount of meat and veg. And here goes in our hoisin sauce. This comes down to more of a preference thing. I put, again, probably 1.5, 2 tablespoons. If you like it a little less sweet, a little less powerful, maybe stick closer to 1. If you want it more sweet, more amped up, you could go 2.5, 3. So here we've got the temperature low, and it's just kind of cooking down, making sure that sauce reduces a little bit. And now we're off the heat. We add our meat to a separate bowl. Here's our nice pieces of lettuce. They're super bowl-like, perfect for lettuce wraps. And here is also an opportunity to add any other kind of herbs or sauce that you prefer. Here I had some basil on hand. I also had some pickled jalapenos. If you don't have those, you can simply use a hot sauce if you like. You can use cilantro for an herb, but these are totally extra and can 100% be left out, and it'll be perfectly delicious without.